Good morning. Welcome back to another episode where faith meets healing and broken hearts find restoration. I'm Irene, here to help you heal, grow, and get closer to God. Today's episode is one that I wish someone had told me years ago. Your identity in Christ matters more than your relationship status. That's easy to say when you're not in a season of waiting, but let's be real. How often do we tie our worth to whether we're single, dating, engaged, or married? But listen, your worth has nothing to do with your relationship status. Your value doesn't change based on whether someone chooses you, because God already did. So today we're going to break free from the lie that your value is tied to a relationship. Have you ever felt less than just because you're single? Like deep down, it wasn't even about the relationship itself. It was about what we thought being in one would prove about us. Because if you were in a relationship, you were lovable. If someone chose me, it meant I was enough. And if I got married, it meant I was doing life right. But let's talk about what happens when we tie our worth to our relationship status. We start to feel insecure when we're single. We settle for the wrong relationship just to feel wanted. We make marriage an idol instead of trusting God's timing. I used to tell people, oh, I love this guy so much, I put him on a pedestal, etc., blah, blah. But really, it's supposed to be God first, and then he will bless your marriage. Let me tell you something that set me free. A relationship does not complete you. In Colossians chapter 2, verse 10 says, in Christ you have been made complete. That means you don't need a ring, a title, or a relationship to be whole, because Jesus already made you whole. Now, if you're stepping into a relationship to make you feel whole, I guarantee you it will not work out, because nothing will ever be enough. One of the favorite stories about identity and relationship is the woman at the well in John 4. This woman had been through 5 husbands, and the man she was with wasn't even her husband. So she kept chasing love, validation, and worth in relationships, hoping each one would fill the emptiness inside her. But then Jesus met her at the well, and instead of shaming her or pointing fingers, he offered her something no relationship ever could, which is true fulfillment. He told her, whoever drinks of the water I give them will never thirst again. John 4, verse 14. Jesus wasn't just talking about water. He was offering a love that satisfies, a purpose that lasts, an identity that wasn't tied to her past, her trauma, her mistakes, or her relationships. And that's what he's offering you too. So when you stop looking for validation in relationships and start finding your worth in Christ, everything changes. You no longer settle for less than God's best. No more chasing people who aren't meant for you, or questioning if you're enough, or even if they're the right one for you. You already are. You become confident whether single or in a relationship, because your joy isn't tied to whether someone chooses you. A relationship becomes a blessing, not a requirement. And the best part, you start living with purpose now. You don't put your calling, your healing, or your joy on hold until marriage. You realize that your life is valuable today just as it is, because God has already called you worthy. So how do we actually start living like our worth is in Jesus, not a relationship? Speak truth over yourself. Instead of thinking, I'm not enough because I'm single, I'm not enough because he doesn't choose me, or he didn't choose me. Stop making a relationship your end goal. Ask yourself, am I treating marriage as an ultimate price instead of a gift from God? Marriage is not the end goal. I have to repeat that over and over again. Just because you end up not getting married in this lifetime, it doesn't mean that you didn't fulfill anything or you failed at something. No. Shift your focus to becoming who God created you to be. Next, live fully right now. Travel, grow, serve, develop your gifts. Your life doesn't start when you get married. It's happening right now. Your worth is not up for debate. Whether single or in a relationship, you are already loved, chosen, and complete in Christ. In just a couple of days, I'm launching a 5-day waiting season devotional series where we'll talk about how to navigate the waiting season with confidence and purpose. We'll also go through Bible studying journal prompts together. If this message resonated with you and if you think someone will benefit from it, go ahead and share it. And until next time, love you.